to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Happy
birthday
to dumb shit. Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, we see we have decorations, but I'm about to put this one away because I'm tired of it.
I have a crown. It says happy birthday because you already know what time it is.
It's Dumb Shit's 1 year. First birthday? What the fuck?
Dumb Shit's 1 year anniversary.
Why did I think this whole time it wasn't recording, Gabby?
Please, we just started. So if y'all can't tell, we're a little bit late.
And this is the wait, Gabby.
Over.
It's the first drunk shit where y'all can fucking see us. If it's not being stupid.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm so sorry you had to see that.
If it's not being fucking stupid, because I'm also gonna be having my best friend come in here with shots randomly. So we
Love
lit
that.
this episode. We lit. But anyways, it's our fucking 1 year anniversary. What? Where is the time gone, bitch?
I don't know where the fuck the time is gone. Hopefully y'all can see this. Like, hopefully we can post a YouTube video because when we get drunk, I feel like it's so funny. And like, if you can't see my face,
then what's the point?
Not okay.
What's the point?
What's the point? But before we get into it, I'm taking your spot. I'm so sorry. Before we get into it, how was your week, Melissa?
So honestly, I've had a really fucking good week, bitch. Like, for real. Like, I have woken up every day to work and been happy.
Love that.
So that's all that matters. Anyways, what's your week like?
No,
also,
I
I officially cut off. You know how I said last episode I'm done with these niggas? I've cut these niggas off.
Yes.
So I'm about my word, baby. I told y'all I was gonna update y'all. Here's the update. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your week?
So she's the only one in this podcast about her word because I could never. So my week.
You're fucking dumb.
My week was cool. It was chill. I have just been chilling. I've been, y'all know I'm moving, so I spring clean. So if you see bags, it's like 5 bags.
Did you find your place yet?
Like I'm donating. No, not yet. I have until like late July, so I'm not gonna start looking until June. So yeah, very exciting. Getting a job, whatever. Who cares? I don't. So we're doing that. So that should be interesting. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I've been good. I feel like
that's always really good to hear because life is hard.
Life is so hard. Especially like I'm like getting a job is so great. I've been applying to jobs this week and I'm like, gross.
I was applying to jobs from, I swear to you, September, and I finally got a job in March.
It is like I don't know. I feel like this podcast jinxes stuff, but like I've been trying to get a job for the past like week or so. So I'm hoping that my timeline works out.
No, baby, your timeline's gonna work.
July.
Your timeline's gonna work. I feel like Let me tell you something.
I've been manifesting like.
Let me tell you something, Gabby. So, like I said, I was searching for a job from September all the way to March. I was so nervous because I was trying to move out. Remember, I was trying to move out.
Yes.
Hold up, we got a shot alert! Shot alert! Woo!
Oh,
thank you.
The kombucha.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I'm a healthy chaser.
Not the kombucha.
Anyways, so that was so chaotic.
That was so funny. I hope y'all saw. I hope you're watching.
Like I said, shut alert. So for real, I was looking for a job, Gabby, because I needed to move out, and I was planning to move out in January. Well, we finally made our official date. We were like, we want to be out by the end of March, right? And I still didn't I didn't have a job. I was literally trying to apply for apartments with no job. I applied to get
that shit is scary.
I got approved for this apartment I'm living in with no job. But I knew in my heart that it was going to work out, and it did. And I feel like that's exactly, like, it's going to work out. The timing is going to work out perfectly for you, and you're going to be like, fuck.
You know what's so weird? I know, like, when you were looking for apartments, you were like, I'm not that worried, though. Like, you're like, I'm fine. That's kind of how I feel. And I'm like, should I be more stressed? But I feel like it's going to work out. I've been, like, super manifesting lately, and, like, I have had, like, I don't know. So I feel like it's going to be fine, and I don't know. I've had like some good. I had like a good interview, so I'm hope it'll be fine. And like the thing with mine is like though I have to be out by like early August. So
you have time though, baby. You have time.
I have a lot of time because the time between like applying and getting approved is a couple
And
days.
honestly,
like, I know I'm fine.
Honestly, like I said, you know how you said that? I remember we were talking about it. I was never worried, even though like nothing was working out for me. I knew that I was gonna work out.
Same.
If you feel the same way, it's almost like you're gonna be okay because you feel it. You feel you're gonna be okay.
I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm honestly excited. I'll be more like I can let myself be more excited once I get a job solely for like applying purposes, like having a job or whatever. But like I'll feel, but I'm excited. I am. But so that's really what's been going on with me. Figuring that stuff out, spring cleaning, shit like that. So yeah.
So I'm showing Gabby a shirt. I got this shirt from I'm not gonna say. Well, Urban Outfitters, non-spons.
Not spons.
But my titties sit in this. So dummies, if you guys want a picture, let me know when I take a picture in this.
It looks cute.
My titties are gonna be out.
Wait, so you're drinking Jameson?
Which shot? I'm chasing it with kombucha. Let me tell you, it tastes like beer when the two combine for 1 second, and then it goes back to kombucha. It's so weird.
That's very interesting. I am drinking, so I have rum. I went and bought, like, the tropical Bacardi because at Melissa's birthday little get-together, someone brought a tropical Bacardi, and I was like, bitch, I need this in my life.
Okay.
So, I went and bought one, and I'm drinking it with... I am
Baby, let me tell you something.
Rum to my core.
Let me tell you something. Are you a clear liquor bitch?
Absolutely. Okay. I would fight all
Baby, let me tell you something. I've had I'm Caribbean, so I think this opinion matters when it comes to rum. If we're being honest here, rum and Caribbeans, we like this. Okay?
Well, for sure,
So, I've had the best rum of my life one time at a resort in Dominican Republic. It was dark, but it was I drank it straight. Like, I wanted to just drink it out the bottle like it was juice.
Fantastic.
But it was rum. You know, it tastes like liquor, but it was so good. And I feel like you would love it. You need to go to the Caribbean, whatever, and get some rum. And Gabby, I'm telling you, it has to be dark. Because dark rum in the Caribbean is, like, perfect.
So I was just told recently to start trying dark rum, so I may try it.
It's better than clear in my opinion, but that maybe I'm biased.
No, I mean I'm gonna try it, and then I always have non-spons. This bitch, I don't put it down. It's annoying. I'm so sorry.
Abusadora, mata hombre.
I'm gonna get up. Okay, so dummies. So. Dumb shit. So when this is posted, the Tuesday that it's posted will be the exact 1 year of dumb shit. How fucking insane. So I have like a couple topics I want to like touch on during this that I low key am making.
Gabby, how have we been ranting for 8 minutes? What have we been talking about?
That's gonna be this entire episode.
Go ahead, baby. Lead the way.
Yeah, I will lead the way. So. I want to know. Let's start first. So, dumb shit has been around for a fucking year. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like it feels like more than a year, less than a year? Are you shocked? Are you like, finally? Like, how do you feel?
It's kind of shocking because it's almost like, I remember when we came up with this, like, podcast. And I remember, like, you and me were just, like, going off a whim, man. We were having a good feeling. And I feel like I still have that good feeling. That same good feeling I had from the start. I feel like this podcast has so much potential. Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like it just takes one person to notice. That one person to notice and blow us up. We're gonna be big one day. I already see it. Yeah. I know it's kind of, you know what's funny? I get nervous thinking about our future because I know we're gonna be big one day and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm ready for that spotlight. I don't know if I am. But at the same time,
I think about that very frequently.
But at the same time, I think that we are. And it's because we were, I think our dynamic and how I think our dynamic is so perfect for this podcast. I feel like we're applying multiple voices, multiple point of views, just we're just like two black girls that are just living our fucking lives. And I feel like it's like, I think it's perfect that we have this podcast. And it's like, I see us going big places and I feel like someone's listening. I feel like in the future, when our podcast is bigger, someone's going to listen to this episode and be like, wow, Melissa was saying it and Gabby was saying it. Like, we always knew. Yeah. But it's almost like it is nerve-wracking to know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have an opinion on us. But at the same time, I think that the support we're going to be having is going to be... Because the support we have right now, guys, is fucking, like, my heart. I'm not going to lie.
Phenomenal.
So it's almost like it's only going to get better. What the fuck? How do you feel?
No, absolutely. I agree with that 1,000%. I was very shocked that we were coming up on the 1 year. This is a quarantine birth podcast.
It is.
Like, this is a quarantine baby. Like, we, and I thought that Melissa and I having a podcast would be good because we were the only people that would only contact through Snapchat, like, talking videos. Like, we would consistently send, like, videos of us, like, talking back and forth.
Stupid shit.
Stupid
and
shit.
stuff that needs to be shared.
Yes, and, like, we would always talk, like, we would only talk through, like, Snapchat videos. We would respond to everything the other person said. I'm like, we bounce really well. And I'm honestly so proud that we made it a year because, as I've said before, I think we are one of the most consistent small podcasts. Like, we post very frequently. We rarely ever take breaks. We try to come up with more content. Like, we go really hard. We really want
to do it. Like, it's not like it doesn't matter how many people are listening. We want to do it big for who is listening.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't let, like, followers determine, like, oh, well, no one's really listening. Well, we aren't going to post about this. Like, we post about Palestine. Like, we don't, like, we decide to talk about, like, big topics because we know regardless of who's listening, it's important. And we don't let, like, followers determine whether or not a topic is important. I think that's so amazing. Yeah. And I think it was such a good outlet. And it makes me feel good about, like, when I talk, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Like, it's a confidence thing. But I've thought about the same thing that you said. Like, I thought about, like, this blowing up. And I personally, it freaks me out because, like, I don't know if I can handle a shit ton of people's opinions on me. Like, my own mental health. I don't know if I can handle that. But I also believe in this podcast so much that I wouldn't, like, not want it to blow up.
And you also know, who knows, because even if it does blow up, like, when it does, let me be correct, when it does blow up,
yes,
I feel like, you're gonna hate those opinions, but you're also that support is gonna mean so much more. Like, that support is gonna fuel you to keep going. Yeah. And I feel like that's what this podcast is, and I feel like I was earlier before this, we had a pregame for this podcast. I was talking to my best friend in the kitchen, and I was just like, girl, like, I know this is, like, I think this podcast is gonna go places. I really do.
And your best friend is very supportive of this podcast.
She always listens, period. Anyways, and so does your best friend, right? Like, our best friends are
my best friend's she is.
So, period. Anyways, but I just feel like I'm just excited to see where this goes, and I'm excited to keep doing it, and I'm glad. For the people that have been here from the start and still are with us, and, like, we have like, loyal listeners that we talk to, and, like, they always swipe up, and they talk to us, and I really appreciate it. Like, I
really do, yeah. Because we've even been through, like, stages while we've been, like, recording this of, like, we've both been, like, really busy and, like, we can't post as much or we don't know, like, and lately, like, Melissa's been working and I've been not working, but soon I'm gonna be working, and it's like, regardless, people have been, like, super loyal, super interactive, like, with what we post, and, like, it's just amazing to feel and to see, and, like, it's, like, so cool, like, I don't know, but I do want to, so my next question is, what was if you can think about it, what was, like, your favorite episode? Or favorite couple of episodes?
I think it was...
And you may have...
I already know. I think it was the Pick Me ones. When we were talking about Pick Me Women and Pick Me Men. Why? Because I just think that was a really good, like, little episodes. I forgot what they were called, dummies. I'm so sorry right now. Like, I forgot what they were called.
No, same.
But I remember, like... It's like in
the first season.
I just think they were funny. Like, they were funny, and they were
so funny.
They were funny, and I think they were, like, good. And I remember, like, random. I remember the guy I was talking to at the time listened to one of them. He was like, I learned not to self-describe myself. Like, he actually learned things that he's not going to continue to do in the remainder of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like...
Yeah. And that's one of my questions later, by the way. It's going to be something about that. So, yeah.
Anyways,
I quite literally am making these up.
Period, bitch. So, we're not drunk. Anyways, so, I think those episodes, or, like, honestly, okay, y'all, I think we have to release it one day, but one of my favorite things we ever recorded was our first ever, like, run-through that we never posted.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we talked shit on that.
Honestly, I feel like we have to have a certain amount of people listening before I release that. Because I still have it.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm trying to look and see what it's called, but it's in the first season. It's one of the earlier episodes. Dummy is a pick me one. I will say that's one of my favorites too. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Or
I love the spiritual one too. That was a good one.
So either the pick me one or the delete the lurk page one, which was like the drunken vibes one.
Throwback.
No, yeah, we talked about lurking, we talked about codependency, why forbidden sex is the best sex. Like, that was a fun one.
Guys, I love this podcast. I'm sorry.
Same. Or, I think one of my favorites would be the first time we ever did, like, a celebrity, like, gossip episode. Fun. That was so fun. Like, the first one, because we were so into it, was so fun.
I love the spiritual one, Gab, because I feel like we really had a really good really good conversation on that one. I love when we, the one, our LGBT episode was so good. I love that episode.
Yeah.
And I love the Palestine episode. Hashtag free fucking Palestine, bitch.
Hashtag free
love that episode.
Palestine. I will say, with the spiritual one, I was expecting to not like that one, and I came out of it loving that one.
Spirituality, baby.
I literally was like, I don't like whatever, I don't want to talk about this. And literally it came out to be like an episode that I really enjoyed.
That's good.
Do you have like a least favorite, or like one that you were like, like you feel like your energy was off, or like you just weren't really vibing with?
My least favorite actually is one of the first ones we did videos, and it was our high shit. Like, I think we need to...
I was gonna say the same thing. That's my least favorite.
I think we need to redo it. Why? Okay, so that means honestly, the high shit one was my least favorite. Why? Because I just feel like one, our connection was all fucked up. So Gabby heard me lag, I heard her lag. That was weird. Two, I just got in a really serious car accident, so I just feel like my whole energy was just not like the best. Like I was just going through my own stuff that whole like 2 weeks. It just wasn't the best for me. And then like. Yeah, I think that's really what threw it off. Like, the connection, like, everything. Because I feel like me and Gabby being high... You know why that first episode that we ever... The unreleased one was so funny? Me and her were high as shit. We were having the... Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was funny. But I just think that it was just the whole... It was bad to do a high shit while we were trying to figure out this whole system. I think that's what it was.
I absolutely agree. That's my least favorite one. Because, like... as we were trying to figure out an entirely new system of, like, video as well, we're high, and, like, we're both lagging, so we have to, like, stop, and, like, it ruins, like, the flow of the episode, and, like, we have to stop, and, like, it's lagging, and then, like, you also had your accident, so you weren't even really in, like, obviously, of course, you weren't really in the mood to, like, sit there and talk for an hour, and, like, I was, like, it was lagging, and oh my god, that's probably my least favorite one, for sure. The rest, I really love, like, most of our episodes, but that was probably... my least favorite, but like, we did a high shit we tried, though. Like, we were high, we tried to figure it out. We tried, so... And it just didn't really work the best.
Effort, for real.
It was the effort, and we put in the effort. And so, my next question is, on Dumb Shit, we have talked about a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of stories that don't, like, make people in our lives look good. Yeah. And have you had any, like... I wouldn't say backlash, but yes, backlash from, like, people in your life, like, when they hear the episode, they're like, bitch, what the fuck, like, really? Like, have you had anyone, like, come back at you and be like, really, bitch?
Yes and no. So, I remember, towards the beginning, I remember I called him Booty on here, and I don't speak to him at all anymore. We're not, like, we don't talk at all anymore. He would always tell me, he's like, I'm not going to listen to the podcast because I know it's going to make me upset. Like, well, like, it's only going to make you upset because you were shitty and I'm exposing you. Two,
yes.
I've had, like, I remember, like, one of my friends who me and Gabby were talking shit about on here because he's shit talkable. And this man and me have had we've had a history. And he unfollowed me off of everything after one of these episodes. Oh my god. Which is really funny to me, I'm not gonna lie. And if he's listening now, I don't give a anyways.
I forgot about that.
I've had guys I'm dating, like, listen to this stuff, and, like, but they've never had bad opinions. Like, they've always been like, oh, you're actually really funny, like, da-da-da-da, whatever. But then, I mean, where are those niggas at now? So, I don't know. So, at the same time, like, it hasn't really done anything too bad for me, but that's, like, what I've gotten so far. Oh, also, like, you know, like, how someone had to try to snitch on my dad, and my dad was like, what do you talk about on there?
Oh,
so whoever,
yeah.
till this day, whatever family member is still listening to this. Also, I'm pretty sure someone listened to my podcast and snitched to my friend's mom, telling her that we got kicked out of brunch. Which I'm just like, if y'all listen to my podcast for information, y'all being nosy, but thanks for the listen. And two, why are you trying to ruin other people's lives because you're not having a good time, baby? Focus on yourself and stop being a hater. Anyways, go ahead.
Snitch to their mom? Like, what?
Like, try to snitch on my friend to my friend's mom, who like is stricter, and then try to be like, yeah, they got kicked out of a brunch. Like, how the fuck did she know that? She doesn't listen to. She doesn't know English, so it's kind of like, what? How does she know that? Because someone listened to this and fucking snitched. Anyways, Gabby, what about you?
That's so fucked up. So for one, I absolutely forgot about the guy who was a friend of our friend, or I don't know if they're friends anymore, but a friend of our friend, and like it was so funny because he only unfollowed Melissa, and I was the one that I think in that episode actually like went in.
But
on
I also went in.
And I think he's always had a thing against Melissa for sure. He's always had a thing against her.
It's a whole nother story, dummies. But go ahead.
So that was, oh no.
Fucking your first love.
Yeah, that part.
That part.
So first love, dummies, never outright said that he listens to the podcast. He also I don't think he's ever followed the podcast. But I absolutely know he listens because when we would post, he would text me about something that we would mention, or he would like try to get like, and I know I mentioned to y'all like how, I knew he was listening because on the episode that literally is titled Why My First Love Hates Me, he texted me like the day after, or close to the day of, and was like, I don't hate you.
Like, baby.
But also, I got a text like I don't know, it was around my birthday, of course, that said I hate you. So,
I wonder if,
it's
I wonder how many
very weird.
listens to this stuff. Maybe 0, maybe
I
all.
wonder how many exes listen. So that happened. And then, actually, not a bad response, but my mom was like, whenever I would talk about, like, my childhood or how, like, I hated growing up or I hated, like, I like, blocked out a lot of my adolescence, like, solely for, like, survival purposes, she was like, I didn't know that. And, like, from her perspective, she didn't realize how much everything that happened with me growing up, how much that affected me. And so, like, it wasn't a bad response. She's like, I didn't know that it affected. I didn't know that's how
if you think about it, it's very it's good. 'Cause it's like finally she might be able to see like how you were feeling.
Yeah, I think it helped her see, and she was like, I genuinely didn't know, like, but it made her feel bad. Like, it was a bad response because it made her feel bad, and she was like, that's how you look back on your childhood. And I was like, and we had a whole talk about it, but yeah, it was probably just first love and my mother.
I feel that. Anyways, any other questions?
Okay, so I know we talk about how we really want to do an astrology episode, but we want to wait until we blow up, of course. Do you have any other, like, stuff that you're like, I really want to do this, but, like, you kind of want to, like, wait, or, like, where do you want to see it go?
I feel like, where do I want to see this podcast go? One, I want to see us get into a real studio so we can have real cameras on us. Because, like, even though, like, obviously there's real cameras on us, but it's, like, not the quality's the same, and I want to be in a real studio. And one, I feel like we haven't really talked about sex for real. Like, we haven't had our sex podcast for real.
Yeah, we haven't done a sex one.
I think we're waiting for that one because, baby, I got some things. Let me stop. I got sex.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Let me stop.
Literally,
why do I feel like Gabby's going to choose that clip?
Funny.
Instagram, you can't see that. Anyways. So...
Oh, now I'm gonna choose it. Thank you so much.
But no, like, bro,
I will absolutely choose that clip.
The sex podcast, like, that's, like, I'm excited for that one when that comes. I'm excited for astrology because, guys, I really, really, like, look into this shit. I'm real about this shit. I like to be in that bitch. And...
You know what I realized? I'm sorry to...
Go ahead, Shawty.
I realized that my two closest friends, two of my close friends, whatever, both have the same moon as me. I had no fucking idea.
So I have a theory about that. I didn't put it
together until I was driving. Like, I didn't realize, like, two of my closest friends, I'm a Virgo moon, they both have Virgo moons. And I was like, wait, this makes so much sense.
You can connect the most to people that you have the same moon as. Because I feel like when I meet people with the same moon as me, I feel like we're the same. Like, I feel like we process things very similarly. And I think
exactly.
I think that's, like, a very, like, nice connection. But I also think that, like, for example, like, I'm a Libra moon, right? And my perfect match is, like, things that make sense to me are, like, fire moons, right? Because, like, I'm an air moon. And every time I meet a fire moon, I realize that I feel so connected to them. And I think it is a moon thing. Like, a moon sign compatibility is crazy.
I didn't realize I work really well with Leo moons.
I love the Leo moons. I love Leo moons.
Yeah, I hate them and love them.
I think
my
husband's gonna be a Leo moon.
Like, I think it's gonna be like that. Like,
no, yeah. I realized, I was like, wait. And it's funny because those are the people that, like, if I'm really upset, like, I go to because we kind of process the same. Until, like, they get it. And I was like, wait, that's so cool. So, yeah, dummies. Astrology episode. Watch out for it.
Dummies, what do y'all want to hear? Like, be honest. Like,
that part.
Like, do y'all want to hear more of our weird stories? Do you want to hear us talk about life experience? Do you want to hear about... Because, you know, honestly, guys, I feel like I've had a lot of realizations this year. Gabby, I feel like, I don't know, everybody has. I feel like, have you had a lot of realizations this year? I would love to share some, and I feel like Gabby would too. So it's like, if y'all want to hear that, let us know. Because, baby, honestly...
Yeah.
Gabby, go ahead. What's the realization you've had this year? I don't care. I'm going to share some now. But I want to hear what Gabby...
Wait, I hope y'all are watching this, Melissa. Like, watch it just for Melissa. Like, turn my side off. Like, this girl is, like, she's like, what you got?
I feel like a nigga right now. Anyways, what you feeling?
She's like, what you realize? Oh my god, so many. For one, definitely, like, I've been manifesting and, like, doing affirmations so much more. Since our spirituality episode, since then, I've been, like, pretty into it. And then I've also been enjoying myself a lot more. Like, I think whenever I'm feeling really good, I don't know, I'm always very weary about it, because I'm like, is this, like,
when's the other ball gonna drop?
I'm always waiting for the ball to drop. I'm like, is this mania? Is this mania? I'm like, no. But and so I freak out about it, and I don't let myself enjoy it, or, like, because, like, we talked about friends, and, like, because I have a lot of, like, not a lot, but, like, I've just dealt with, like, shitty friends in the past. I've always been, like, so worrisome about, like, my friends. Like, do they like me? I read into every text. I'm so, like, oh my god, do they like me? And I've, in the past couple, like, months, and, like, probably this past year, I've been, like, so content in myself, and I'm like, I think I tweeted this today, but I was like, I'm not worried anymore whether or not people in my life like me, because they're in my life because they like me, and I don't need to worry. If they don't tell me that they don't, then I don't need to worry about it.
If they're in your life, obviously they, like, care about you, so it's
and, like, I don't have to, and me worrying about it is only creating anxiety for myself, and, like, I've just really been enjoying my time with whoever the fuck is in my face at the moment, and, like, going from there, and it's been, like, such a relief on my mental health. It's, like, just loving the people who are in my face at the moment, having fun, and, like, doing what I want to do, and, like, trying to not wait for the other shoe to drop.
I feel like it's really, that's really healthy.
Yeah, for sure. What about you?
I feel like some realizations that I've been making lately is just, like, the only person that I can control is I. The only emotion that I can control is I. The only thing I can control is how I process things, how I take things, how I do things. So it's almost like, at this point, it's like when I'm starting to feel things, like, if I'm feeling a kind of way, or if I'm doing this or that third, I have to start to realize, like, let me look at myself first. Why am I feeling a kind of way? Are you projecting, Melissa? I love to ask myself that question. No, and that's...
Are you projecting? No, I think that's
real.
Really good.
Are you projecting, Melissa? Which... a lot of times I am, and I think a lot of times everybody is. You're projecting. Two,
absolutely.
Why are you feeling this? Is this something is this because of something you've dealt with? Is it something you've gone through? Why are you feeling the things you're feeling? And I feel like once I start to process how I'm feeling, like, I feel like that, okay, I'm an Aries rising.
I'm an Aries Mercury, and I'm an Aries something else. So I have 3 Aries placements. If y'all I'm gonna go back to astrology for a second. So, you know, naturally,
I do too.
Baby,
I have 3 of them.
Really? So you have Aries stellium like me. I'm a very impulsive person. I don't know if you can read that from me. I'm a very impulsive person. When I'm feeling something, I'm gonna say it. When I, you know, it's really hard for me to hold my tongue. Really fucking hard. So I feel like lately I've decided that I need to hold my tongue more. Even though it's like I'm impulsive and I want to just do. Like, that's just who I am. I want to do. And I think that's an energy that I have to figure out how to work with. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's not always bad. It's just sometimes it is, you know. But I feel like now I've realized I have to I'm processing things more. And I'm starting to realize, like, when it's time to approach things, I can approach it in a better way. Because you have to realize, like, I think this goes out to every dummy listening, Gabby, and whoever's listening. A lot of the things you're feeling and a lot of reactions you want to have is only have to do with you. You're projecting, or
absolutely,
like, and that's not me attacking you, but you're projecting, or you're using your own life experiences to, and that's why you feel the way you are. But you got to remember that the person that you are feeling these things to have not lived your life, and you guys have not lived the same life. You guys are completely different people. They're not processing things the way you are processing things, so it's not fair to hold somebody else to the same things, the same standard that you hold yourself to. Because at the same time, you guys have not been raised the same. You guys are not the same people. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
And then
fair.
also, like, letting yourself feel it, though. Like, letting yourself, like, feel it, but, like, not projecting it onto someone
like
else.
you need to
feel
your own feelings and process your own feelings in your own time. And then once you process that, I think you're a lot more capable of having a conversation or having those feelings be heard.
For sure.
Because at this point now you understand the feelings. I feel like I'm the type of person that will have a feeling and just shoot at it without understanding it. So it's like, what am I talking to you about? I don't even understand what I'm feeling right now. I'm just feeling it, and I feel like I have to say something, but what am I feeling? I don't know, you know? And I feel like I'm just giving myself time to process, feel, understand, and I'm ready to talk to you now that I know what I'm feeling. Well,
I think that's so good. That is, like, so... I think it's so important to, like, give yourself the time to process before you react, because then you may, like, regret it, or you may, like, feel shitty, or like, it makes you... I don't know. I think that's so good. That, like, that's something you've learned, like, in this year.
I'll open up. Ready? Recently, like, the day before my birthday, I had a moment. Mm-hmm. I had an Aries stellium moment, is what I'm gonna call it, where I got really upset at somebody, and I just reacted. But I will say I didn't send a mean message. I just sent a message. I sent the message, though, is what I'm saying. And the way that turned out was really bad. Like, it was really bad. The person really said really mean things to me. It was really intense. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And after that, even though I think I needed that to happen the exact same way it did, like, I needed that to, because the way that person responded showed so much of their character that I was like, wow, like, you're a sick person. But also I had to realize, like, I can't just be snapping on people like that. I can't just, you know, I mean, it's the truth. I can't. It's not fair. It's not. I need to take more accountability for myself. And I think everybody needs to, I feel like everybody likes to point fingers at everybody else, me included. I like to be like, oh, well, this person sucks, this person, baby, let's focus on yourself. You suck.
Absolutely.
We all suck in our own ways, and we need to figure that out. Okay?
Absolutely. I'm, like, learning the opposite. It's so weird, because, like, in this year, I've absolutely learned the opposite.
Because like, we're so different in that way.
I'm so introspective in my emotions, and I'm so, like, I will find the reason why it was my fault, and I will, like, I will send the nice text, not the mean text. And, like, but I've learned this year that, like, if everyone's okay with voicing their opinions to me, like, why can't I? Like, I can, like, it's okay for me to say, like, how I feel, and, like, and it's, and, like, I don't know, I am okay with that now. I think for a long time, because I have, like, this abandonment issues that I just get scared that, like, once I say how I feel about something, people are going to leave me. And I'm like, but you can't be afraid of that. Like, I think it's important for people to know how I feel. I think it's important for me to voice my opinion, how I feel about, like, whatever was said or done or whatever. Like, I think it's important for me to do that. And I think it's always been easier for me to do it with men. but not really like with friends. But like, and then again, I don't have any.
I feel like to have
the
healthiest relationship you could have with your friends, you do have to voice those opinions.
You do, yeah. I think it's important. I think I think it's just important to say how you feel. And like, I think with my friends, I've always like considered my friends my family, and like I never wanted to lose anyone, and so I just like kept quiet. I would apologize really fast, and I would be like, yeah, I did it, it's me, but like not be honest with people. But like now, I mean, in this past year, I haven't really had any issues with like any of my friends, so it's not. But I just learned, like, if I do, like, I am able, like, now if I do have an issue, like if I am feeling some kind of way, like I can say it, like it's okay,
and it's okay,
and like. And, like, everyone says it to me. It's like, I can say it. Like, it's totally fine. Like, that's what builds a healthy relationship. You know what TikTok I saw, which was so interesting, is that, like, people will have, like, an issue with, like, their friend, and it'll be, like, one issue, like, oh, that bitch is cut off, she was fake, she was whatever. And then their relationships, they'll have so many issues, like, these awful people, and, like, they'll stay in it.
You know what it is?
They have more, like, respect and, like, regard for their romantic relationships and their friendships. And it's like, why do you cut off a friend for, like, either disagreeing with you, having an opinion, having an argument?
I'm glad you said that, because I'm just going to take a mental note of that for a reason. But, a reason, whatever. But I will say about that is, I think that I'm gonna blame it on society. I think this whole society has their whole. I think the whole society has a really skewed view about relationships and friendships. If I'm being honest, when I think about it, I'm like, the two things are the exact same thing. Every relationship that you have in your life is the same thing. It should be treated the same. If I'm being honest with you, I think that people should treat their friendships as they treat their romantic relationships. The romantic relationship is a friendship. There's only you guys have sex, and you guys have sex, and you guys go on dates and stuff. But that's like the difference. But at the same time, if you think about it, you go on friend dates, and you just don't have sex with your friends.
And also, I learned that friendships have like they have like a more like a better whatever on your mental health. Like people who have like friends, like a friend group or like good friends have like way better like longevity, way better mental health, way better like everything. Like when you like have really good friends. Like I saw it on TikTok, and obviously it was absolutely true. So it's right, but
I just feel like people, as a society, people naturally just take their romantic relationships more seriously. I think because it's like society has told you that you need to get married, and you need to have kids, and you need to do this, that, and the third. But it's like they shouldn't be treated differently at all. And I started to realize that, why? Because for example, I think I talked about this on a podcast before. My relationship with my best friend has taught me that what I need in a partner is what I have in my best friend. So what's the difference?
Absolutely.
There's not.
Actually, I don't think you've ever mentioned that exact thing on the podcast, but I think that's so
my relationship.
Like, when I think about my best friend, I'm like, like my best friend is exactly
what you want in a partner. So it's almost like my best friend and my relationship with my best friends, because I have two best friends that I think of off the brim that I'm just like, shot time! And speaking of, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the best friend that I was just talking about. Anyways, let me...
Oh my god, you're so brave, you're so strong. The Marines could never, the Navy could never, the Army could never.
Wow, bro, I didn't even have to text you. That's how she knew. Like I said,
it's the telepathy.
My best friend is exactly what I think I need in a partner, like for real.
Someone to bring
me shots. Someone to encourage everything that's bad. I'm just kidding. Real. Like, I think that people view it differently, but it's not different. And I think that me having my close relationship that I do with my best friend has taught me that I am capable of finding a person that is willing to love me, because my best friend loves me for who I am completely. And I love her for who she is completely, that I know that we're both capable of having that same love.
I think, but also people, like, in a way, it's so weird. People put so much expectation on their friends, but they also are so quick to cut friends off. And it's like, they don't work on friendships like they do relationships, but it's also like, that's my bitch for life. Like, she has to be right. Like, it's almost
people have, like, a standard.
Like, will disregard it, but also, like, It's so
they
important.
don't hold. They hold their friends to a certain standard that they don't hold their romantic partners. Yet they expect.
Yes.
Also, they hold. It's like a.
They expect more from their friends than their romantic partners. It's so insane.
But
to
also,
me.
it's like that's why I think the issue is not looking at your romantic partner as a friend. Like they should. Yeah. You should treat them like you treat your friends, not like a stranger. Because that's when things get weird.
Yeah.
If we're I feel like the most successful relationships are friendship based, and I know that's like so head ass and so whatever. People always say that, but it's the truth. It is literally the truth.
I think it's a so key an astrology thing though, because like some signs, I don't know which ones they are, but it's the ones that I have. Like I have an Aquarius stellium too, and like we like to have relationships that low key like look like friendships on the outside. Yeah, I don't know, but like I really,
I'm a Gemini Venus, and Gabby's an Aquarius Venus. We compatible,
and I realized. Wait, are we really?
You're an Aquarius Venus. I'm a Gemini Venus. But then again, I've dated 2 Aquarius Venuses, and that's all I gotta say.
Rest in peace.
I mean, like I'm single now, so.
No, yeah, I'm literally on my way to Decatur. It's a wrap. Like we're compatible. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Okay, I'm literally gonna have to cut that out. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But anyways.
Don't clear Anyways, but I think that like it's so important to like give your friends the same respect and the same grace and the same understanding that you do your romantic partners. Like because people will put up with these ain't shit men or women or whoever
you wouldn't do that
like,
if that was their
shower, are stinky, don't talk to you, are like stupid.
You know why?
And like, but then
because they be like the dick is good. Yes. But let me. I'm gonna do a PSA, public service announcement.
Do it. Hold on. Let me introduce PSA. Right now, we have breaking news from Melissa Rincon Reyes. We have a PSA, emergency, breaking news, Melissa Rincon Reyes. Go.
I just feel like, I love that, first of all. I think that we need to have that same audio for any time I need to have a PSA. But my PSA is like, I don't care how good the dick is. I don't care how good he is sometimes. If that nigga ain't shit, it's not worth it. I'm sorry. There's a nigga that's good to you that has good dick. There's a girl out there that's good to you that has good vagina. There's a person out there that's good to you that has good sex. So I just feel like sex is not a thing to keep somebody going. It's not. And I know a lot of people are like, I be seeing on Twitter be like, I mean, he cheated on me, but the date good. Baby, look, we need to talk. Because there's
this girl on TikTok who's like, my baby daddy gives me BV, but like what? She's like, my pussy stinks because of you.
But the dick's good. Is the dick that good, though?
I will say, it's not literally. But the thing is, for me, it's like I've been coming to that realization lately. I'm like, I always not always. Like I look, he was like, I want to get married young. I want to like find my person young. And I'm like, but if I'm actually finding my person, I realize the universe may have me be a little older. Like I may have to be like in my late 20s.
I have a question. Have you ever had dick so good that'd make you accept some fucked up shit? Go.
That's my entire dating life. Okay,
I've been dickmatized, so I can say that. Let me put my hand up. I've been dickmatized.
Wait, this is support group. Wait. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, I've been dickmatized, and let me tell you something. I do act stupid, and I do act crazy, and I get it. So that's the reason we're dumb shit for a reason. We do dumb shit. But my thing is,
wait. I have a confession.
The dick was very good, and honestly. Anyways, go ahead.
I have a confession. I've had dick. Hold on.
Oh no, I'm scared. Should I cover my ears?
Subpar, and they were garbage. Literally, you're putting your headphones more on your ear. I've had subpar dick, and they were garbage, but literally, it was someone like to hold me. It was someone that was there to hold me. Blame my Pisces sun.
Baby, I'm sorry.
My Virgo moon.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you.
Rising.
And I'm sorry if you're listening to this. Whoever. I'm sorry for whoever, the person I'm talking about, if they're listening to this. But I had moments where I had, like, after sex or whatever, or, like, during whatever, and I fall asleep and they be cuddling up to me. And for a moment, you know, my Taurus sun does like that shit. Let's be honest here. My Taurus sun wants that so bad. It does.
Can I just say, find me the Taurus Sun Cancer moon
baby,
now.
You need that. That's what you need. But no, So I'm a Taurus sun, so baby, I like that stability shit. So I be like falling into their arms, you know, those niggas' arms, and I just be like having a good time. And then I realize who I am. I'm a Gemini Venus, and I say, "Can you leave?"
You're like,
and if y'all don't know what that means, baby, I'm willing to explain. But just know that I don't know what it feels like to have a Pisces placement, but that's emotional. I know you guys love that love shit, and
Can I say that now that I kind of know some of your placements, whenever I watch zodiac videos, I'll like wait for like yours to be said.
I wait for like literally for all my friends. I literally like to know all what they say about their placements, so I can send it to them and be like, "OMG, like look, they were talking shit about y'all."
Sometimes they talk shit about your placement, so I won't send it to you. I've had some Libra moves talking, and I listen to you.
I'm like, nah, that's too bad.
I've had some like Aries rising, or like shit talking. I'm like, Melissa doesn't need to do this.
No, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of rude. Let me not even like. They trying to.
No, because when you stand up, be like, so what are you trying to say?
No, but then sometimes I'm like, this is kind of funny. Like, you need to see this placement because they. Or sometimes I'm like, yo, why did they read me? Y'all need to see this because this is rude. Like, they trying to tell me.
No. The way that they read Virgo moons, like Cap risings, I'm like, first of all,
I always talk about Virgo moons, and I'm like, baby, I'm sorry. And I always tell you, Gabby, I'm like, I'm sorry, baby.
You sent me a TikTok, and you were like, I am so
sorry. Literally. Virgo moons, I'm sorry. If you have a Virgo moon,
literally, like, when you bitches wonder why I get so depressed, and the next day I'm like, I'm the smartest, most intelligent.
Gabby, I'm sorry, because you're the Pisces Sun Virgo Moon. That's a placement that wants you to come down. It is, and then your Capricorn Rising's like, no, we're gonna be okay? That's what it's.
When my Capricorn Rising is like holding me, it's like, bitch.
No, it's like okay.
And then my Pisces Sun is texting every man when I'm crying, and I'm like,
then your Virgo Sun's like, okay, but why didn't you do that earlier though?
And then your Aries rising is like,
my Aries rising is like, and then my Libra moon's like, but maybe they mean this, but maybe they mean that, but maybe
your Libra moon is like, well, maybe,
they
like, and then your Taurus sun is like,
can I take a nap
now? I remember I told you, I was like, I hate the way they talk about Tauruses, because like,
but I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate it, but it's also like, okay, maybe I am like that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check me. I do love food a little too much, but also I think it's because Tauruses really, really like the quality of things. Like, we're super, like, I think Tauruses are naturally bougie. I'm not gonna lie. I think every Taurus I know is a little bougie. They're willing to spend money for something that's like, like they don't need to.
But that's kind of hot, though. I'm not even gonna
That's why you need a Taurus man, because they'll take care of you, baby. Like, they'll always get you the
thing is, a Taurus man, and they can't, like, someone.
A Taurus man is bougie, so they're always gonna drop that money on you because they like that bougie shit. Like, Taurus women, we like that bougie shit. And these niggas be intimidated. Gabby, why do I have random niggas always being like, oh, like, you always going out to get food. Like, you must have someone take you. Why are you in my face? Or I've had men be like, the last guy I was dealing with, he was all like, oh, like, you have a sugar daddy, don't you? Because you always be getting that food to eat. Like, baby, are you concerned?
Wait.
Oh, baby.
He's like, so you're eating? So who's your so you're nourishing yourself, so where's your sugar daddy?
The little thing that what they don't know is I really like food, so I'm gonna always find a check to drop on food. And niggas,
and also you live in the perfect place for like all
literally. So it's almost like are you nervous that you might have to actually sustain that for me? Because if you're gonna date me, you're gonna have to buy me some nice food. And I think men are nervous.
Good food. And food of, like, all cultures. We'll try everything.
I want to eat it all. And men are be nervous. And if you're nervous, baby, then you're not the one. Let's move on. Who's next?
Done.
Anyway, Gabby,
dumb shit.
Gabby,
year.
you get nervous?
No, do you have questions?
Baby, I have one that's so good that I can't wait to ask you. Are you ready?
Period. Okay. Absolutely.
So he said, or they said, let me not
expose
their gender. Okay, they said, if you could change anything that happened in your life, what would it be and why? Like, damn, bitch. Why are you trying to get deep?
This is so annoying because my trauma made me.
But baby,
leave me
it doesn't have to be your trauma. Maybe there's something recently like that made it. You don't know.
Think about it.
I will say no. Oh, absolutely. So I don't know if y'all remember, but I was talking about this guy who was like super Leo. I think that's what we called him. He recently came back into my life, and it was.
I love how I take off my headphone like I need it to listen to you, but I'd be like.
Super Leo came back, and I absolutely wish he did.
Okay.
I don't regret. So the thing
why
is,
don't,
I
why
will
do
say,
you,
like,
why
just to
do
be a
you?
little. Because I don't need it. I like just like.
Healthy
I will
bitch.
say, like,
Healthy bitch.
For the way that we talk, absolutely. So for the way that we talk, I will say that even though it was the things that we both experienced in our lives, they can be traumatic, they can be really hard, they can be scary. I think that they're the reason why I am the person I am today. So I don't really regret them. As hard as it is, as much as I'm still working through them, I don't regret it. So if I can say something stupid like Super Leo coming back into my life, then absolutely he can run out.
Okay.
So
I feel that.
What about you?
If I could take anything back, I honestly I don't have no regrets, even literally to this point. So I'm just gonna choose something. Is my car accident, because I miss my car.
Yeah,
I miss her.
How's that going? Are you looking for a new
Yeah, I'm
one?
actually this weekend on this Sunday. I'm gonna go with my parents, and we're gonna look for a new car. Hopefully, buy one. We'll see. But it's I miss my car. I miss Penny. Her name was Penny. Fuck, she's been around for over 10 years. She's been she's been let me tell you, she's been fucked in. She's had oral sex in. She's been part of a drive-by. She's been part of literally my whole my mom's driven her. Everybody in my family has driven Penny. Like, Penny has literally gone through she has seen too many things, and I think that she was tired.
Penny has tried to park in like Georgia State
Penny has run over
next to a pole.
Penny has ran into poles. Penny has ran over a fucking bush in the middle of
Penny truly like Penny had bitches in her trunk.
Penny had bitches in her trunk. Like, Penny was that girl. Like, I'm so sorry.
Penny was that girly. Like, Penny was definitely giving off very much queer vibes.
No,
Like, she
Penny
was that girly.
I'm not gonna.
She was that girly.
You know, she didn't want to identify as anything, but I'm gonna let her have it. Like, my bitch is everything.
Yeah, she didn't really get it yet. I have a comment. It says, the cheating episode was a good one. Hee hee. Yes.
Okay.
The cheating episode
was a good one. Because, you know, people was... You know what? I'm for... Like, I'll still be friends with you if you cheated.
Listen, dummies. We will be friends with you
because
if you
my thing is, I saw a TikTok of the girls like, I don't be friends with girls who cheat, because that says a lot about your character. I don't think it says anything about anybody's character. I think that people just make stupid decisions. And who am I to be mad at you because you cheated on your man? I ain't your man.
Never been your man,
not your man. Like people do view relationships and
the thing is, good people have cheated. It's the fact that like this
people in the
is so good people have cheated. Monogamy is so ingrained into our society that we feel like if we're not in a monogamous relationship with someone that we genuinely like, that the only other option is to cheat.
And it's sick.
So
because
we
it's almost
cheat.
like, damn, we're so not like, we have horrible communication skills in this society. But all I will say is, I have friends who are like my homies who have cheated, and that doesn't say anything about their character. Nigga, we make mistakes. Like first of all, like also how we talked about earlier in the episode, people do view their romantic relationships to do as their friendships. Just because you cheat on your nigga don't mean you're gonna cheat on me, baby. And that's how I view it. I have people that are close to me that I know they've cheated on their man, but I know they'll never cheat on me. And that's it. And maybe that's fucked up, and it is. But guess what? We're fucking dumb shit, and nothing's supposed to make sense in this bitch. Anyways, Gabby, is you done with your questions? I'm done too, because people wasn't fucking with me. Because whatever, people wasn't fucking with us, and that doesn't matter. Because guess what?
I'm literally ordering American.
Guess what? I'm on the ground now, and this is my TV. It's mounted. So let me tell you something.
Wait, Melissa's TV is incredibly mounted. That I've been in her room, and that shit will like.
It's 50 inches.
It's like on it like a thing.
It's 50. Oh shit.
Show them. Show them.
It's 50 inches. First of all, look at my SpongeBob and Patrick shirt. My brother got it for me because my brother got it for my birthday because it's cute. Because me and him have like a SpongeBob trivia. Big Victor. We have trivia. We have SpongeBob trivia all the time. We like trivia each other and just be like, who's the bigger SpongeBob fan? And he also got me a Halloween shirt because I love horror movies, and it's glow in the dark.
I love your Halloween shirt. It's so cute.
Anyways, okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this episode up because we're getting a little crazy. So let me tell you something, Gabby. I'm really happy
Absolutely.
that we have reached this year. Like, I feel like I just see, like, it's only been a year, baby, and next year is going to be crazy for us. Like, I just feel like...
I think I'm very happy. I'm so happy we did this. 2, I think, as I've said before in our other drunk shits or whatever, I don't think that I could have this podcast with anyone else. It's not a bad thing to, like, any of our other friends.
I love those bitches.
It's just, like, sometimes... Absolutely, it's just sometimes in conversational type of environments, like a podcast, it works with certain people, and I think it works. With you I'm so excited to see where we go.
Me too.
You and me. And I'm so excited to see where it goes.
And I feel like
I'm so happy.
I feel like you and me, even though we have pauses, we have been so consistent, and I feel like that consistency is going to pay off one day. And at the same time, absolutely. I'm so, like, literally dummies. I am so thankful for whoever is listening right now and whoever has made it to the end of this episode, whoever listens to all our episodes and comments and ask us questions. Like, you don't know how much I appreciate you guys. Like, the support, it goes crazy. I will never forget about that.
The support is amazing.
I will never forget about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that will always mean so much to me. And I love you. If you're listening, I love you so much.
I will say, like, for me, especially with, and something that I don't even talk about with my friends to this day is, like, me opening up about my eating disorder on this podcast and people being so receptive and, like, reaching out to me about it, and, like, that was amazing, because I still to this day don't know how to really talk about it with people, and, like, it was so amazing for me to open up 1 or 2 times about it and people would be so receptive, and I'm so, like, you guys have no idea, I'm so grateful, like, thank you so much, and, like, it's just, y'all are amazing, and, like, I can't wait to grow with you, and I can't wait
to grow with you. That's real, Gabby. I can't wait to grow with you. I can't wait to grow with Gabby. I can't wait to grow with this podcast. And honestly, dumb shit 1 year in, but baby, year 2, things are about to go stupid.
Oh, babes, it's a wrap. And so, I will say thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Dumb Shit. It was a drunk shit. It was a 1 year anniversary.
And I'm sorry, if you listen to the YouTube video, you're seeing me do a lot of weird things. I'm so sorry.
Literally, honestly, I would say just watch the video. No, honestly,
the video is so crazy.
I will say my best friend loves the videos, and, like, that's all she watches now. So, like,
Rachel, shout out.
No, yeah, watch the videos. Thank you so much, Talia, for the shots.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for loving us and listening to us for a year.
Thank you so much for listening to your...
Follow us at Dumb Shit Pod on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We have a link tree. We have all of our links. Oh yeah, spell out
D-U-M-B. Okay, D-U-M-B. S-H-I-T. Okay. P-O-D.
Okay. Make sure you follow us.
And y'all need to watch that because I like what's up.
Watch it. Make sure that you follow us there. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure you let us know what you want to hear. We can only talk about what we know you want to hear. And yeah, so, like, make sure you let us know. We love you so much. We love you so much. It's been so transformative. I love my co-host.
I'm doing too much right now.
Amazing. So my Pisces sun wants you to tell me you love me back.
Love you, Gabby. I love you so much. And let me tell you something, guys. Should I just finish? I'm gonna close it off. I always close off the episode saying "and remember," but I need y'all to remember this. Are you listening? And remember that you are that bitch, whoever's listening to this. You are everything. And you control, if I'm being honestly, this is so head ass, but it's real. You control your reality, and I want you to take control of your life. If you're listening to this, you're supposed to listen to this. There's like these TikToks that are like, if this came on your For You page, this is for you.
And this is for you.
No, but for real,
there's no talks.
I need you to take control of your life, because baby, it's your life, and you're about to kill it. And fuck, if things are making you happy, cut it. If things are making you sad, cut it. If things are not making you glad, cut it. Because guess what? This is your fucking life, and you need to be fucking happy, bitch. Anyways, I'm about to twerk out, and I'll see y'all next week.
Yes!
Bye!
Bye! Happy 1 year! Happy birthday, dumb shit!